For ACUSports.com, I'm Grant Boone talking some Wildcat golf with the unbeaten ACU golf team. 1-0 after the win at the Bronc Intercollegiate. Got Coach Tom Shaw here. An individual title winner, Corbin Renner. Corbin, we sat here a couple of weeks ago and you said your goal for this year, you want to win conference. Well, you don't win conference until you build up some W's. Right before that, you get your third career victory in what was a crazy couple of days down in Edinburgh. Take us through what the changes in the weather were like and how severe they were.
It was definitely a shock in the weather this week. The first 18 holes was fantastic, great weather. The wind started to die, and I was just telling my playing competitors, I said, this is probably the calm before the storm. And sure enough, we look up, and I hear what sounds like a jet engine in the background, and in a blink of an eye, the wind turned out of the north at about 30 miles an hour, and the temperature dropped probably 15 degrees. And after that, it was just a struggle to stay alive, to keep the ball in front of you.
Playing in Abilene with ACU being your home, you see this though. I don't know that everybody is accustomed to seeing that drastic of a change, are they?
Absolutely not. That's what I was telling the guys, me and Coach, before, is like we know the wind's going to blow, and we're the best players to be equipped to play in the wind. Some of those guys, some of my buddies up there from Arkansas State, they just didn't have any idea how to play.
So you go extra holes with Platret there, Frenchman, who's their best player at UTPA. Take us through the playoff and how it unfolded.
Well, the playoff was a little bit surprising to me because coming off the 18th hole, I told Coach, I said, man, I think he clipped me by one. So I wasn't really prepared for it, and then we get up there and I see that we tied. First hole, it was par 5 downwind. Hit it up there just short of the green, and he had hit a great shot just pin high left of the green, and I made a miraculous chip that I thought was going in, and it stopped a half an inch short of the hole, so that was an easy birdie. Second hole, I could tell that the nerves were starting to kick in for him. He's a great player, but I could tell a little something that his hands were shaking on the tee shot. So
it wasn't just the cold temperatures.
I don't think it was the cold, but I hit a great 9-iron from 130 to about 3 feet, and he made bogey, and I just went ahead and brushed it on in for the win.
Pretty cool. Let's talk to your coach here, Tom Shaw. You get the individual win with Corbin. You get the team win as well. Hey, this is 3 wins for Corbin. And you, as a guy who played professionally and played at an elite school collegiately, I think you appreciate probably more than a lot. Wins are precious, aren't they? I mean, 3 wins in a collegiate career. To the naked ear, if we could use that term, may not blow somebody away. Went 3 individual wins. That's big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sport where you lose more than you win.
Way more.
And when you win, you have to appreciate it. Yeah. But Corbin deserves it. He can do things with the golf ball that others can't. He's savvy. He's experienced. He's relentless. He's a competitor. He was licking his chops when the playoff came around, and so I knew he was going to win the playoff. There's no doubt about that.
You didn't necessarily know that you'd win the team title. You're in there with 4 other teams down there at the Bronc Intercollegiate. I think that would have to give you some encouragement. You had said that going into this season that you were eager to see how your guys would respond, and did they ever in some really adverse conditions, I thought.
It was good. It was a great experience. Win or lose, I think anytime you can get your team, whatever sport, to the final quarter, final match, final 9 holes, and be kind of in the lead with a chance to win, that's huge. Great from an experience standpoint. And to then come through and even expand on your lead in conditions that are not quite what you expected, I think is going to pay dividends for us down the road.
You're going to get a couple of tournaments squeezed into the spring break holiday coming up in a couple of weeks. You're going to go to the East Coast. Who are some of the teams that you'll be competing against down there?
Well, we'll see Arkansas State again. We'll see a lot of the Atlantic 10 teams. It's a wide variety of teams that we're going to see. Some of the Belmont, we'll see them as well. Some really good teams will be down there. It will be different conditions, different parts of the country, different grasses.
And some cool courses, too.
And some cool courses. I think the guys are excited about this, and we're going to spend the next couple of weeks getting ready for it.
Myrtle Beach and Pinehurst to come in a couple of weeks, and a great way to go into that spring break week with 2 tournaments on tap, coming off the win earlier this week at the Bronc Intercollegiate. For Corbin Renner and for Coach Tom Shaw, I'm Grant Boone for ACUSports.com.